Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another transfer roundup video. Today we're talking about all the transfers, not just Arsenal ones. And we're kicking off with Jadon Sancho. Apparently it is close. He could be joining Manchester United in the coming weeks, probably after England inevitably get knocked out of the Euros. This deal will go through. His market value, according to transfermarkt.com, is 90 million, but I've heard the deal itself is going to be around 85 to 95 million with add-ons included. Manchester United finally getting their man a year after they first seemed so interested. Looks like it's going to be happening, and that is a huge deal for Manchester United. Massive deal. Up next, we have Patson Dhaka, who plays for RB Salzburg. He has confirmed he is going to be joining Leicester after rejecting other proposals. Apparently, Liverpool was one of them. I guess he feels like he wasn't going to get any game time. Leicester have won the battle to sign the young striker. He looks incredible. Very, very talented player, but of course, hasn't been playing in one of the top leagues. So this will be an interesting one. It looks like Leicester are no longer going to be signing Edouard from Celtic. They're going for Dhaka instead. And apparently, even though his market value is 20 million, they're signing him for 23. Of course, market value actually means very little these days. You're worth what a club wants to pay for you. 23 million. That's not bad, you know. I was expecting Dhaka to move to RB Leipzig at some point. Obviously, RB Salzburg and RB Leipzig have done a lot of stuff together. They're obviously under the same name. And yeah, he's going to Leicester. And I think actually he could be the Vardy replacement. Just on the back line. Insane pace. Great finish. I like this move. I think he could be a great player. Now, this is a fascinating deal. Everyone knows that Jack Grealish has had an incredible few years with Aston Villa, especially last season where he really impressed. He's now with England at the Euros. He seems to be the key to England attacking so fluently, so smoothly. And we all know that a lot of teams are interested in acquiring him this summer. Man City seem to be the likeliest destination at the moment. He's got a market value of 60 million, but we're talking towards 100 million is the reported amount that Aston Villa are looking to get. Of course, they've signed Buendia. Arsenal wanted him, but went to Aston Villa. I know, what days are we living in these days? It's crazy, but honestly, Buendia could be a Jack Grealish replacement. They're clearly a little bit concerned that he might leave. I genuinely believe that Jack Grealish, if he was to go to City, would be one of the best players in the Premier League within a few seasons. Imagine what Pep Guardiola could do with him. He has been linked with some other clubs as well. Manchester United interested. Of course, Arsenal linked with everyone under the sun, but I don't believe he will go to any of those. I think Man City, you know, they're looking at Kane as well for well over 100 million. We could be seeing close to 250 million being spent by Man City on two English players. But Jack Grealish, he's some player. Absolutely love the guy. And I kind of hope this deal happens. I think we need to see him at a club like Man City to really, really flourish. Arsenal fans, we are going mental right now. We don't know what's going on with the club, but at least one deal looks to be very close. Actually, two deals. We've already mentioned Lokonga. That looks to be going over the line over the next few days, but the real rumour right now is, of course, Ben White, currently at the Euros with England, doing very well at Brighton this season and Leeds the season before that. £50 million. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think Ben White is worth £50 million? It's a lot of money. English, though. He comes with English tax. Apparently, he has impressed a lot of players at the training camp for England. Saka and Foden did an interview. The reporter said, you know, who's impressed you the most? And they both said Ben White, that they couldn't believe how good he was. So maybe something's there. Maybe this is going to happen. He's not the target we were expecting from Brighton. We all thought maybe Bissouma. We've mentioned him before. Maybe even a Lamptey at right back. But no, it seems to be Ben White for 50 million joining Arsenal after the Euros has concluded or when England get knocked out. And do you know what? I know a lot of people are going to ask me how I feel. I like Ben White. I see him as a great prospect for the future. But for £50 million, that might be worth it, but we don't know. And is it a position we need to spend that kind of money in? I don't know. I will do an Arsenal transfer special at some point where I talk more in detail, but if this happens, it's going to be hard not to be happy because Ben White is a cracking player, and it looks like it could be being done in the next few days, coming weeks. Gilmour! It was only a matter of time before I was able to say his name outside of a Portsmouth career mode. Gilmour to Norwich on loan, not a transfer, a one-season loan linked with Norwich at the moment. How has he got a market value of just 9 million? Again, it doesn't really mean much, but I'm pretty sure, especially after his display against England, man of the match for Scotland, and then unfortunately got a positive result for COVID, which is really unlucky. There's no doubt he would be worth 20, maybe even 30 million, something like that. Very young player. You guys have seen him in the Portsmouth career mode. He's very short in stature, but very good passing range. And I think he's got a huge future at Chelsea. I really do. And this deal should happen. Let him go to Norwich, who have recently been promoted back into the Premier League. Let him get some minutes for them. He will improve them. And he'll improve his game, and he'll go back to Chelsea the season after that, and maybe start to get into the team more and more. Fantastic young player. Big fan of him. I know I can't say his name properly, but Gilmour, I just love to say it. We have two players from one club looking to possibly be going to another club, and that is Giroud and Ziyech to AC Milan. A market value combined of around 40 million. AC Milan are obviously interested in Giroud as a striker, but also Chelsea have included Ziyech in a deal, apparently. I don't know how much they're looking for, but I thought this was fascinating. Obviously, they managed to get the best out of Giroud. He's won so many trophies since leaving Arsenal and joining Chelsea, and that is painful. It sucks, but he's a fantastic player. I love Ollie, and I think he should definitely move to AC Milan. I think he'll get lots of game time there. Can you imagine him and Ibra up top? I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? And Ziyech, for whatever reason, he joined Chelsea. We waited a while to see him, and it just hasn't quite worked out. And we've heard that they're looking to make a load of money to bring some funds in and make more signings. Chelsea spent an incredible amount of money last season. I think they want to do it again. And the scary thing is, if Chelsea get the right players in, we're talking Haaland being linked. If they can sell a couple of players, including deals like this, they could easily do it. They could really get a deal like that done. So it wouldn't surprise me if something like this happens. I think Ziyech would do very well at AC Milan. I think maybe the Italian league would suit him more than the Premier League. It hasn't quite worked out. I don't really know why. And as I said, Giroud, I hope he does go. I think he deserves more minutes. He is still very much a top striker, and he's not being utilised enough. Same with Tammy Abraham. I honestly think he should go. He's linked with Aston Villa and West Ham, apparently. I'm not going to talk about him today, but Chelsea I think they're going to be going for another striker. It's very obvious. I don't think Werner is going to be the main striker next season. They are looking to bring someone in. I'm not going to lie, this one sucks, because I think if Arsenal were in a better position, we'd be mentioning him joining Arsenal. I know for a fact that Hakimi is a target for Arsenal, and there is no chance. He's going to PSG. We can't afford him. 80 million, the reports are. A market value of at least 54. This is so frustrating because for me, he's the dream signing. We need a right back so badly, and I would absolutely cry. Tears of joy, and if we could sign Hakimi, but Arsenal are no longer a club like they used to be with this insane pulling power and being able to pull something like this off. It pains me to say it, but it's done. It was never going to happen in the first place. But if you know me and you've watched me over the last few months, you've known that Hakimi is my number one summer target. It ain't going to happen. Apparently, the reports are that it's a done deal. He's joining PSG, and we should hear the news soon. 80-ish million pounds or euros. Unbelievable amount of money, but he is worth every freaking penny. Just because he's a defender / winger, not really a winger, but a right midfielder, a right wing back, right mid, whatever. It doesn't mean they're not worth insane money because he adds so much to the team. All we talk about is attacking players, but realistically, a player like Hakimi, he generates a lot of creativity down that right wing. Even on the left, he can play on the left as well. He's just a dream signing, but he's going to PSG, guys. Give up, Arsenal fans. It ain't happening. And fair play to PSG because, do you know what? They've got a player that will last a decade, minimum. If he's happy and stays there, he will be such a good signing for them. I'm gutted he's not coming to the Prem. Although, if it wasn't with Arsenal, I would have been angry. So, at least he's not coming to England to a rival. Or are we even rivals with these guys? Chelsea, Man City, No, not really. Oh, I don't know. I'm just frustrated by this one. I don't know how I feel about this one. But Granit Xhaka apparently is joining Roma. As soon as the Euros conclude, it will be announced. I don't know. Xhaka's a bit of an interesting one. We all know the quality he has and how he can control a game, and that left foot, it's magical. It really is. But he has caused issues. You know, sometimes I clock the Roma badge and just think, what is that? What is going on under? Anyway, 20 million. 20 million. We are literally getting his market value. Apparently, it's actually 18.5. So maybe there's some add-ons in there. If Roma to win the Champions League or something stupid like that, probably. Arsenal don't know how to sell players. The fact that Granit Xhaka, arguably one of our most important players last season, is going for pennies. We bought him for £35 million the same summer that Kante went to Chelsea for £30 million. Still salty about that one. And we're selling him for around 18 million to Roma. Jose Mourinho apparently is a big admirer, really wanted him, and Xhaka's ready for a new challenge. And I don't blame him. He has definitely gone up and down a lot throughout his Arsenal career. But do you know what? Respect to him, because he fought back after the incident at the Emirates where he threw the captain's armband down and ultimately lost captaincy. Do you know what? When Arteta came in and got him going again, he was a good player. Good player, makes a few mistakes, not very mobile. This is very clearly, us cashing in on him and trying to replace him with someone else. We're currently being linked with a few midfielders. I think this one stinks a little bit, because we should be getting more money for him. We really should. He's still under contract. 20 million is nothing. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It was always going to happen at some point. I didn't think it'd be this summer, but Granit Xhaka, someone who was vital to our midfield next to Partey, will be leaving. He will not be playing for Arsenal again, and I'm feeling very mixed about it. And then to finish up the video today, guys, Varane is heavily linked with Manchester United. He's heavily linked with a move away from Real Madrid. Same with, obviously, Ramos, who is not going to be staying there. He is going to be looking for a new club. Man City apparently are interested, but this is the biggest one for me. Varane, who is entering the prime of his career, a market value of 63 million. I mean, you could pay over 100 easily for this guy. I mean, reportedly, though, because of his contract issue, not having much time left, you can get him for close to 60 to 70 million. And Manchester United are the most likely destination. I'm sorry, but can you imagine Maguire and Varane? It's a bit crazy, isn't it? I'm not really dissing Maguire, but we're talking just, I guess you've got like a nice Ford, maybe like a Ford GT, a nice Ford. But then you've got like a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, So it's really good. It's good, but there's that. He's amazing. I love Varane. And this could happen. It genuinely could happen. Thing is, though, there are other teams interested. PSG, apparently. Bayern, obviously, are going to be linked with centre-backs. They always are. Man City, obviously, will be linked as well. I think Laporte could be on his way out to Barcelona, I've heard. Not so sure about that one, but I'm not covering it in today's video. Who knows where Varane is going to go? But, of course, France will be in this Euros competition till the very end, most likely. So we won't know for a good couple of weeks, until towards the end of July, possibly. But as I said, guys, that is the last rumour of today. No confirmed deals in this episode, just transfer rumours. A lot is going on. I'm going to do these once a week, and just kind of talk about some of the more interesting ones, some of the bigger transfers. There's a lot going on right now. So you can head over to the website that I'm using right now, transfermarkt.com. Think of transfer market, but get rid of the E in market. It's just transfermarkt. It's a bit of a weird one, but they've got all the latest stuff. And yeah, this summer is going to be fascinating when it comes to transfers. And as an Arsenal fan, I will be doing a special on my club very soon, and hopefully talking about some new players that we haven't been linked with. Obviously, that's going to happen because we're linked to everyone. But thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.